Hello, I'm Elizabeth from Vertical Flex, and I'm going to show you how I teach my students how to backwards roll. So we're just going to start with a tucked backwards roll, and this is the first type of backwards roll I teach everyone. And then once you know how to tucked backwards roll, you can do other types of backwards rolls. So what it's going to look like is this. Starting from a seated position, we're going to go over our shoulder, use our hands, and land on our knees somewhere behind us. So the key with a backwards roll is we're rolling over our shoulder and not our head. So we're not going over the middle, we're going over a shoulder. So just for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep doing it the same way. I'm going to roll over my left shoulder. So I'm picking this shoulder. You can pick the right one if you want, but whatever shoulder you pick, you have to look at that shoulder. So that's the first step. So we're going to go into a little candlestick tuck, and we're going to look at our left shoulder. So candlestick tuck, hands under your butt, look over your left shoulder. So where you want to look is where you want your knees to land. So my knees are going to land somewhere in this circle here. So that's where I'm going to be looking as I go over. Okay, so step one, tuck, look. Try to avoid looking up at your legs. It's not going to help you. So again, one more, tuck, look, pick the shoulder. Okay, so know what shoulder you're going to roll over before you go. After that, we're going to start using our hands to help us. So at the moment, our hands are underneath our hips, supporting us, and we're looking at our shoulder. Whatever your shoulder you're looking at, you're going to take the opposite hand, kind of like you're holding a tray of food, and you're going to throw the food over your shoulder. So this hand is going to go to the floor. So I'm looking at my left shoulder, left shoulder, and that means if I'm looking at my left shoulder, my right hand goes over. So I'm going to go from here, here, here. I'm going to push this hand into the ground, and it's going to help guide me. Okay, so it's like another point of contact on the ground. So let's go hands under hips. Look, and then I'm going to take my opposite hand over. From here, my main goal is to bring my knees to the floor in that circle I was imagining before, over the shoulder and up. If you do this with like just a tiny bit of momentum, it does help, but ideally you want to be able to control the movement all the way through. So one more time on this side, and then what I'll do is I'll turn around. I'll still do left shoulder, right hand, but you'll just see it from a different angle. So I'm going to keep my legs together. I like to say mermaid legs, so just like you have one big leg now. Legs stay together for this one. We're going to go up, tuck, look, right hand over. Make sure you turn your knees, so you're twisting at the hips, knees to the floor. If you find it's a little scary, you can do what I just did then and just put my feet down first and then kind of land to my feet, which helps control it. So let me do that one. So from here, we're going to go over, look, hand, feet, knees, and I will just stop your landing a little bit earlier. I'm going to do left shoulder again, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. I'm going to face the other way so you can see what my hand's doing. So this is still left shoulder, right hand. So I'm going to make sure I have enough space. I'm going to tuck up, hands under hips. I'm going to look to my left. I'm going to start to bring the knees over as I take the right hand off and over behind me. So throwing the food. Throwing the food. Knees to the floor. And then once you get to here, you can push up and do a little head roll, make it sexy. So one more time, if you want to do one with me, because I know sometimes it's useful, let's do one together. So let's go 3, 2, 1, lay back, look, and over. Okay, so not like super sexy or fluid yet, but those are the steps that you're going to use to break down your backwards roll. So what I just taught you was a tucked backwards roll. You can also do the backwards roll with straight legs, different kinds of legs. You can learn how to fish flop, but essentially all those